Hello and welcome to the third part of series, and we've had the previous two other previous series of this program, and let me do a quick recap of what was discussed the last time. That was the part 2 of this program. We talked about the different items that you can start with that won't be costing you much and that they will do well in the market. So we talked about some of these items, how you can pick them and center your business around them. So the link to the program or to the video for that part 2 of the series that discuss this thing is on this page, so you can scroll down and get it if you missed that part 2, because it talked about these items and then how much you need to get started with them. So we discussed briefly about how much you can raise that would help you to start the business. So that's that about that. So this series is the part 3 of this program, and here we'll be focusing on these issues: how to source for items. After you already make up your mind about the items you want to bring in, how do you source and then get these items into the country? So we'll be showing you some of the online malls you can buy these items from very cheaply, and then how to make payments for these items, especially now that we are having issues with exchange rates and card limits all over the country. How do you go about this? Then the agents that can help you buy and ship these products. Trust me, when you have someone, a trusted person across over there, who can help you get these items and then get it across to you, life is very easier. It becomes very easier for you. So we'll be discussing it, and then you'll be knowing how to get in contact with this set of agents, and then how you can get it delivered to you in Nigeria, getting it to you in Nigeria. So let's get started now. Online malls, you can purchase these items. Here are some of the truth of it is that most of these items you can actually get them from China. And then when we talk about China, getting items from China doesn't make it less inferior, just like some other people think. It's just that Chinese items are way cheaper than some other products from other parts of the world. Our reason is because the Chinese market wants to compete with the American market and some other parts of the world. So when they manufacture some of these items, because labor is cheap there, because they have so many people, the population of China is like 1/6 of the world, so labor is cheap there. So when they manufacture these things, it costs them less than some of these countries, so they want to sell it cheaper and then get the entire market to themselves. So that's why most of these items are cheap there, not that they are inferior to the other parts of the world. So, and then where can you get it in this China? We talk about Alibaba.com. If you type all these sites there, you will see some of these items there. You see 1688.com or Alibaba.cn. These two sites are the same, 1688.com, Alibaba. So anyone you type in, you will get some of these items very cheap there, except that this particular site is for Chinese people, so you see it in Chinese, but when you open it in Google Chrome, you can translate it. So there will be a little experiment about how you can open some of these sites and then get these items, but for just brief illustration purpose, because we want these videos to be very short and straight to the point, we won't have the opportunity of doing that now. But the illustration is still part of this entire program, so we'll be opening it for you to see how you can go about that. Then aliexpress.com, also a very great site, where one of the Ali group of company, so to say. So their AliExpress is also a very wonderful site where you can get this product. Then we have some other ones like taobao.com, tmall.com, dhgate, saralovelyhome.com, and so on and so forth. So these are some of the sites where you can just type these things into your browsers and see what you can get there for yourself. So that's that. And then how do you make payments? You can make payments through your debit cards or credit card if you have one. So what are these cards? These are your normal Nigerian bank ATM cards. Some of the banks at the time of recording this message or recording this program, some banks are not offering these services, but we have some that are still offering it. But there's a card limit of like $100 on foreign transactions on some of the cards. So if your purchases are still less than that, you can still use some of these cards. But then we have co-branded prepaid cards. These are cards that are issued by third-party companies that are in partnership with MasterCard, Visa card. So most of these cards are foreign cards. So it doesn't have anything to do with the limits CBN is placing on some of these cards. So if you can get your hand on these cards and then get it across to the country, to you in the country, you can be using it to make purchases. And then there is a little experiment video illustration on one of these cards, which is called Pioneer card. Or now you can get it into the country with your name and everything for free, and then you'll be funding it. There's a little, we did everything in a comprehensive package that you can lay your hands on also. So how you can get an account with them, open it, and they will send it to your address in Nigeria for free, and then you start loading it. We'll tell you how to load it also, and then you'll be loading it in dollars. You'll be paying in naira, they will be loading it for you in dollars, and then you can use it as much as you want to make payments for some of these things. So a lot of people use this, and it is very safe and okay. In fact, that's what a lot of people use these days now to pay for Facebook advertisements, pay for online services, and the rest. Co-branded prepaid cards to the rescue. And then we have PayPal. Many people deal in helping people fund these co-branded prepaid cards, also deal in PayPal payments. So we'll be giving you some of the links and contacts of some of these people also for this purpose. So if you choose to just send the money directly to some of these merchants that can help you get these products, you can also use PayPal to get the payment across to them. Trust me, it is easier than you think. It is very, very easy to get some of these payments done. Once you are into the system, you understand fully, and you see that there's nothing easier than making payments. In fact, this particular video I'm recording, I made a payment using just my phone. This particular day that I'm recording, so it is just as easy as just opening a browser on your phone and then sending payment across to someone. It is very, very easy. So that's that about making payments. And then the easiest and the fastest way to pay and get the items delivered to you in Nigeria is, one, make use of our foreign agents. I've been talking about this agent of a thing all the while. And then where does this person come in? Where does this person come in? The person comes in as a kind of middleman who gets the item for you from the companies that manufacture the items there in China, because these people also are Chinese. Majorly that's what they do. They partner with the big companies that manufacture the product, and then they receive orders from countries like Nigeria, like UK, America, Canada, and everywhere, and then the people pay them, they source for these items, they buy, and then send to these customers. So they are agents. So what you can do basically is, once we give you the contact of this foreign, our agent there, which is Chinese, the agent pays for the items on your behalf. So you send payments using any of these means of payments that we discussed here directly to these trusted agents. So instead of you going on some of these platforms to look for the people who sell these items, because some of them who list on this site sites are scammers, some bad eggs. So you might not exactly know which one of them to deal directly with. You understand? But your own is just to see a particular item you like, copy the link, and then send it to this agent. Now this agent will now personally call the supplier or make personal contact with other people who they have been working with before, who has that kind of item. It doesn't necessarily mean it is the link you are sending across that the agent will be buying it from, but that will just show the person, the agent, that this is like what I need. So the agent will do his own personal research and then contacts and then get the items. Most times it is even cheaper than the link you send from these sites, because they already have companies and big manufacturers they are already in partnership with. So once you just send the link, they already understand that, oh, this person needs an item like this. So it might not be directly from the person you saw on some of these platforms they will be buying it from. It might be a personal person they have been working with for ages. So once they receive your payment, they call those guys up and order for the quantity you want. And for instance, if you see the item for $5, these agents can help you get it for like $3 or even less, which is even a better bargain than what you see for yourself here. So once you send the payment to them, it arrives in their office. They inspect, they check so that they will be sure it is quality, and then they send it to the logistic company that will be helping you bringing it to Nigeria. These people are not the ones running logistic companies. Logistic companies are different. We have the particular ones that we are using too. This is why we say use our recommended logistic company. I'm still coming there. So once they inspect these items, if it is not up to the standard they want, they will return it back to that particular merchant and request for another one that is more. So that's why it is better off to use those agents than just going on some of these platforms yourself and then trying to say you want to deal with them directly. These platforms are very, very okay. They are good, and these are the platforms you will be getting the products you want to buy. But yours is just to copy the link of the item you want or the picture and then send it to this agent, who then sources for these items, get a better price for you, and then inspects as soon as it gets to the office. Because if you are buying from here directly, you won't be able to inspect. You just pay. Let's assume you even get a good deal. You just pay, the person just sends it to you in Nigeria, and then it is until it gets to Nigeria that you now start checking, and then you might be disappointed that maybe it's of lower quality than what you thought. But using these agents, the person will check to be sure that they are what you actually want, inspect, pay on your behalf, because they are trusted people. They will pay on your behalf, get the items to the office, inspect it, and then send it to the logistic guys that we use, which will be giving you their contacts. So once they send it to the logistic guy, some of these logistic guys are even Nigerians that are in China, that have been there for a long time, and they are running their legal business there. So they know themselves. They have their contacts. These white Chinese people, they have contacts of these people because they are almost in the same state, safe, so to say. So they send it to them, and these logistic guys send it immediately to Lagos. Sometimes 2 days your item. So all this whole process, as soon as you pay, and then you tell them, please help me source for it, might not take up to 3, 4, 5 days before your products they will already send you a text message that it is already in Lagos. So this is not a process that takes maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 1 month. No. The only thing that could delay it a little is when some of these merchants that will be supplying these agents are far away, because China is very big, bigger than Nigeria. So sometimes you might be lucky the item you want to buy, the merchant that supplies these agents might be very close to them. But sometimes in the states the person is sending it from might be a little far from where the agent is. But as soon as all the items get to this particular agent, and then he sends it maybe like the next day to the logistic guys, trust me, before 2 days, if you are using express, in fact 24 hours, or 48 hours, it is already in Lagos. But if you are using a normal shipping that is a little bit longer, it could be taking like 3 days, sometimes 4 days. It is in Lagos. So this, and talking about this logistic company now, you need to have contact of reliable logistic company that are very cheap. It doesn't make sense if you are buying items of like $100 and then you are paying $200 for shipping. That's double the price. That's even to just take it light. I'm just being with that figure. I'm just being light or modest with the figure, because we have people who bought items of maybe $100 and then they are paying 300, 350 on logistics, because they are using some of the expensive services like the likes of DHL, EMS, and the rest that people think they are the common ones, and their services are great. They are great. Their services are great, but then what does that leave you with? So that's why you need to avoid those expensive ones and then still use our reliable logistic companies that will still get the job done for you and then charge you less. So you can be buying a product of $100 and then be shipping it for like half the price. Then you are already seeing where the profit potential is if you are spending less already than if you are spending more than double of the price you bought this. So due to popular demand, a lot of people have been sending inquiries in, and then they've been requesting that we make all these things into one package, one comprehensive and detailed package, whereby they will be able to just grab everything together as a whole and then follow it step by step. So we've listened to this request, and then we have come up with a program in form of videos and ebooks, just like what you are watching now. It's a program that will show you step by step how you can source for these items, how you can make payments, the type of payment method I talked about here, co-branded, how you can set it up using your email and the rest, get it delivered to you in Nigeria, how you can use it to make payments, and then how you can set up your advertisement on Facebook. Just you'll be seeing everything on the screen, just like you are seeing this video. It will be done, starting from creating fan page to the next step of creating your adverts, the type of advertisement to create, how you can integrate it with your what you want to sell and the rest. Everything in form of videos. It has been packaged together in a program, just like they've requested for, and then we've made it very, very, very affordable. In fact, it's almost like free. Very, very, very affordable, because we want as many people as possible to get on board and then get started. So our program will give you all the information you need to get started, everything you need to get started. I've mentioned it, and if you check this page also, you will see a list of some of the programs that are contained in the video. If you scroll down now and then you read what the program is all about, you will see all the things that are in the package. So it will take you by hand till you achieve success. That's what the program is about. It will take you by hand till you achieve success, because it's just like looking over the shoulder of someone who is creating these things, and then you are seeing how he's creating it, and then you are following it. So what else do you I think you can't go wrong just doing that. So just scroll down now and take action immediately, because I said it that it is very, very affordable. We made it almost free. Just the cost of producing it is what we are charging for it. So, and if you scroll down, you will see yourself the price there, that it is very, very cheap. But I cannot assure you till when it will remain at that price, because any moment from now, I don't know, it might shoot up. So if I were you, or if I'm to advise you, I would say you should just scroll down and take action by getting the program immediately. So what would you rather do? Are you ready to take action? The next series will be talking about these things, but before that next series now, I want you to scroll down right now and do the necessary payments that would ensure that you get the package, please, because it is important when we are taking you through this series that you are following, and then you have the comprehensive package with you that you'll be using to follow us. It's just like when a lecturer comes to the class and then giving you lecture. You are expected to have textbooks that you can use to follow the lecturer to know what he is talking about. So in this series, this will be the end of this part 3 series, but the next one will be focusing on these things highlighted here, and then by that time I want to believe that you would have gotten your own package, so that you have details of, and mind you, the details of all these logistic company, these foreign agents we talked about, all of them will be in that package. You don't even need to call them. Just chatting with them on WhatsApp and sending the links of these items and the rest is okay for them. They will act immediately. So what will you like to go through the long route of going to this site and then trying to source for yourself and do the rest, or just send them the link and then they buy and inspect for you and then send it to you in the country? The choice is yours to make. So if you want the contact of these people and as well as the other packages that are inside this program, I will suggest you take action now to get it, so that by the time we meet in this next series and discussing these things, then you know exactly where we are going, because you have the package, you already have knowledge, you would have read it or watched it in that package, in that program, and then when we are just talking about these things, you just be following it just as we are discussing. So the next series will be talking about collecting your products and warehousing and fulfillment. This means how you collect your products when it gets to Nigeria, the contact of the guys that can help you warehouse it in case you are not in Lagos or you are a busy person. The person will warehouse it for you. And then fulfillment means when you have to drop off your products each delivery, because time is of important factor in when you are selling products online. Someone who buys might want the item quickly delivered. So if you are a busy person and then it takes time before you have to drop off your item and the rest, then before it gets delivered to the person maybe in Abuja from Lagos and the rest, the person might have lost interest. But if as soon as your order enters, you already send a text message across to these guys who are doing this warehousing, and then you tell them, I have order on so item, please help me drop it off for my delivery company, and the delivery company comes that same day to pick it up, which means the transit of that item has started that day. In 2, 3, 4 days, it must have gotten to the person over there in Abuja and pay for the item. So this is part of what these guys do. They warehouse for you and they help you drop it. That they call it fulfillment. Your delivery company just comes to their warehouse to pick it up, and we'll give you the contact of these guys, and then the delivery company also is part of the program. So picking up the products when it arrives Lagos, I've talked about that. How you can warehouse the products safely in Lagos. There are warehouses in Lagos. Then how you can order and how your order can be fulfilled or dropped off on your behalf for the delivery company. So the delivery company also, the details of this delivery company, reliable delivery company, so that you understand, will be given to you. And then how you can do it yourself if you like. If you are not interested in warehousing with them, or maybe you are not interested in them fulfilling the orders for you, maybe you know your own way of doing these things, you can also do it yourself. So we'll just give you a little hint of how you can go about it by yourself. So that's what the whole series will be about in the next edition. So thank you very much for being part of this series, and just like I advised earlier, go get your own copy of the program that is already being prepared for you specially. So I want to appreciate you. Thank you very much, and then I'll see you in the next series. Bye.